So you turn on the television and 3 out of the 4 local commercials are talking about dental implants, how easy they are, how affordable they are. And you got to remember that sometimes what is made simple on the front end may not necessarily be what it's cracked up to be. What's good, family? I am Ken the Dentist and I am here to help. Now you have a dentist in your pocket, literally. And I'm here to help you. So if you haven't had an opportunity to subscribe, this is probably a good time to do it. Let's go. So back to the topic. While dental implants are an effective solution for replacing missing teeth, dental implants may not be suitable for everyone like the TV says. Maybe you've had a few teeth removed over the last few years. Some of the teeth were cavities, or some may have even broken on you and you couldn't restore them. Some of you may even had some fixed, but they ended up failing anyway. Guys, you are not alone. I see this every single day with a lot of my patients. And there are plenty of people that suffer from the same issues that you do. So maybe you're looking to potentially get more information before you actually have dental implants placed. And believe me, before you spend the money, this is the way to go. Because dental implants are very expensive. And the more information that you know on the front end, the better off you'll be on the back end. And there won't be as many surprises, right? So one of the top reasons several of you may not necessarily be the best candidate for dental implants, you have insufficient bone density. All this really means is you don't have enough bone in your upper jaw or your lower jaw, and that's why you're not able to have these dental implants placed. Why is this important? Well, if you don't have enough bone, the implant won't be stable. And if the implant isn't able to be stable, hear me well, it can lead to jaw fracture or even a perforation of your sinus. And again, those are extreme risks, but they are probable things that can happen. Again, it's important, like I'm always going to say, to get with your doctor to determine if this actually pertains to you. This is a YouTube video, not a dental office. Dental implants require a certain level of bone density to ensure a stable foundation for the artificial tooth or implant body. Unfortunately, some individuals may have experienced bone loss due to gum disease, tooth extractions, or even dental conditions. If you have inadequate bone, dental implants may not be the best option for you. However, there may be a way around that, such as bone grafting and custom implant design. But it's important to know that sometimes patients are not always a candidate for these either. You really don't want to pay for something super expensive that could potentially fail in the future. It can have a high chance of failure, actually, and you don't want to do that. I don't know of anyone who just has money to blow like that. And if you do, let me borrow $5. Remember, you always have options. Always consult your general dentist to explore alternate solutions, such as a referral to an oral surgeon, a periodontist, or even a prosthodontist. These dental specialists can help you to find different options or recommend other alternatives if needed. Next, reason number 2. This is a big one that is not really discussed as much as it should be, but it is probably the most important factor when determining whether you can get implants or you shouldn't get implants. That reason is, drum roll please, uncontrolled systemic disease. Dental implant surgery is a major procedure that involves the integration of implant with your body's natural tissues. Certain systemic diseases such as uncontrolled diabetes or other autoimmune disorders can significantly disrupt or impact the success rate of a dental implant placement. I'm going to throw in a good tip here too. This is a good way to tell if you have a great dentist in a great dental office. If you have a dentist that asks you what types of health issues you have prior to doing anything, and they're professional and they're nice to you, you are winning. You see, a dentist is trained in dental anatomy, pharmacology, pathology, physiology, in addition to a whole other host of disciplines. If your dentist is asking about other overall health concerns, that is a good indication they actually care and have a thorough knowledge about the risks associated with your dental health. Because it's crucial to ensure that your overall health is in stable condition before considering dental implants in the first place, or any other dental treatment for that matter. Remember, your well-being should be the priority here. Being a dentist goes well beyond just your teeth. All right, The next one is a big one. I have to share this part. You have insufficient oral hygiene habits. Dental implants, like natural teeth, require regular oral care to maintain their longevity and health. If you have a history of poor oral hygiene, or you struggle to commit to a oral care routine, why in the world would anyone want to put dental implants in your mouth? I tell patients all the time, you have to brush the ones that you want to keep. The same thing goes with dental implants. If you have poor oral hygiene prior to surgery, it is highly likely you will continue those same habits after implant placement. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Dental implants just may not be the best choice for you, and that's okay. It's important to understand that dental implants demand proper oral hygiene to prevent potential complications. Now, I've said a lot, but remember, there are some people who will disregard everything that I've shared with you. They will take your money and will be doing just fine doing so. So be careful. I hope that you guys don't get taken advantage of, because this is a real thing. There are a lot of, not just dentists, medical practitioners that really pounce and hunt and seek people out that they can get. And I hope that's not you. Remember, while dental implants offer an excellent solution for many, there are several reasons it may not just be worth it for you. You have other options though. You can see about doing bridges, or you can do a conventional denture, or you can even do a removable partial denture. All of these alternatives are less expensive than dental implants, and they could potentially be a good alternative for you. It's essential to consult with your dentist, who will thoroughly examine your specific situation and guide you towards the most appropriate treatment for you. I know this was really helpful for you. I am going to place a link in the comments for you so you can find accredited dental professionals. Y'all be blessed. Talk to you real soon. All right.